Now you know how to deal with us.
Oh, I know how men think.
Oh.
I already know how men think. I know what to think about.
Some.
So I wanted to mention, Tom, thank you for mentioning 9/11 because when the anniversary came and went, I asked my son, who's patiently sitting there in the audience, if any of his teachers, he's an 8th grader, had mentioned that it was the anniversary of 9/11, and he said, and he thought for a second, he went, one, my math teacher.
Wow.
I just didn't know how to respond to that. I'm still trying to figure out how to respond to that. So I emailed his math teacher and thanked him for mentioning 9/11 and for sharing a story about his own life. He was a 16-year-old high school student when it happened. He's still a very young man, and we talked about it in the context of being a really young student, which most of the students are about the same age that he would have been. So anyway, something to think about. Peter, your words are just amazing and super touching. I know I'm very inspired just to be here. Last Sunday I read for the Saratoga History Museum, and it was quite a different audience, much quieter, fewer drums. This is great. So I've been experimenting a lot with forms, which seems kind of finding you to be easier. But we're coming on to one of the most psychedelic times of the year, which is Halloween. And on Halloween, I don't know if you guys know this, but while we're having fun and passing out candy to little kids dressed up in costumes, some animals are actually being hurt and tortured, and those are black cats. And I was reminded of this fact when I went to my local grocery store, and there was a poster in the window that said, 10 reasons to adopt a black cat. And some of the reasons were funny, and then one of the reasons was not funny. Some of the funny reasons were holding a black cat is very slimming. The neighborhood goth kids will think you're cool, and they don't care what color you are. But the #1 reason to adopt a black cat is because they are the least adopted.
Yes.
Interesting.
No, it's true.
Oh, really?
It's true.
I didn't
Yeah, you
know.
go to any shelter and it's like,
The black cats are all waiting for homes.
Yeah.
So I hope that we'll remember that when we feel the need to have a pet, that there are lots of black cats who need homes. So this is called Black Cat Pantoum. A poster at the grocery store, a kitten face with gothic eyes. I stop and read the reasons why a black cat should come home with me. A kitten face with gothic eyes, little panther, ragged free. A black cat should come home with me. No one else will take him. Little panther, ragged, free. What do I know about the night? No one else will take him. Darkness summons with its muse. What do I know about the night? I have no love for solitude. Darkness summons with its muse, leaves me open, broken-edged. I have no love for solitude. A poster at the grocery store leaves me open, broken-edged. I stop and read the reasons why. Well, I had so much fun with that poem and the Pantoum form that I decided to use it in another poem where I would use repeated lines. So I set myself the task of using 8 repeated lines. So there's 3 parts to this poem. It's called Game, and I think you'll see how it works when you hear it. So, Game 1. He wants darkness. I have plenty of that. He searches the house. Maybe today I'll watch. He's always coming home from some hiding place. How long until I weaken? I offer myself again. 2. How long until I weaken? From some hiding place, I offer myself again. I have plenty of that. Maybe today I'll watch. He wants darkness. He's always coming home. He searches the house. 3. I have plenty of that. He wants darkness. I offer myself again. He is always coming home. How long until I weaken? He searches the house. Maybe today I'll watch from some hiding place. And my last poem I'll read is called A Letter to Myself at 16, And this is part of a series of letters to myself, and I'm going to write as a poetry film project. And each one of the letters will be written through a different voice. So this is me, my voice at 16, but I'm planning to write myself letters to different personas at different ages. So I've got a letter to myself at 16 from a dead person, a preborn person, people from different cultures and different languages. So here we go, letter to myself at 16. I saw you on the street today, eyeliner planting little black seeds in your tear ducts. I picture you reading this in one of your dreams, a jumble of banned books, torn paper, frayed blankets, and advertising logos, where you work on your future, every rough or delicate detail, like the pieces in a child's wooden box, shaped for incremental comprehension. In this dream, I have your brief attention. The past cannot be censored, and my archaeology is your future. I want to protect you, bony girl, warn you away from what dazzles you, snatch the broken glass from your plate. But I'm just another grown-up woman, creased brow and a purse stuffed with middle age, heading home to a quiet house where paper sacks filled with outgrown toys wait by the door. Thank you very much.